Hi, I'm Anne Duff, one of the careers managers here at U of G. Hands up, who of you out there have come to university because you want to get a good job? Well, this is your chance to find out what that looks like. Many of you will have come from school straight into university, which means that you won't have experienced the labour market. And by far, the biggest barrier for students moving into good jobs is that you just don't know what's out there. Do you know how you fix that? Come to a careers fair. A careers fair, what's the point? Well, there's two viewpoints to consider. What are the employers getting out of it, and what are you, the students, getting out of it? The employers come here to promote their organisations, the roles they have available, and to support you to succeed in gaining one of those roles. For you, the students, there is something for everybody. For example, if you're studying a non-vocational degree, which are usually the subjects that sit within arts and social sciences, it's a fantastic chance for you to find out about the wide range of jobs that are available, and make no mistake, these employers want you. You just need to take the first step and come and talk to them. You're a first or second year and you think it's far too early to be thinking about careers. It's never too early. You can use careers fairs to investigate who's who, the jobs they have, what those jobs look like, and the kind of people they're looking for. This gives you loads of time to build skills and experiences, so come recruitment time, you're the candidate to beat. A careers fair is a room full of employers who have come here specifically to recruit you. They want you to be the best you can be on the day, and you can achieve this by 1. Okay, so before the fair, prepare. Research who's going, make a target list, research them online, and have a look at their application form. We have a very handy app this year which helps you with this process. So you'll see who's attending, the jobs that they're recruiting for, and you can star employers on there, which that helps you to have your hit list. The reason you want to do this beforehand is when you go into the fair, if you've not been at one before, it's a big, busy environment. And what you don't want to do is go around everybody chronologically, like one at a time. It's going to take you too long, you're going to get tired. So do that beforehand. And when you go to the fair, you're just going to the employers that you've identified that are right for you. Also, do have your CV ready. You probably might not be asked for it, but it's a handy tool to have there just in case. 2, on the morning of the fair, get spruced up. You don't need to go suit it and boot it, but as long as you look nice, you're not wearing anything that's too distracting for the employer when you're talking to them. Because I do this kind of thing all the time, some essentials that I always carry with me when I'm doing networking are breath mints and a pad and pen. Reason being, you're up dead close to people, so yeah, for me personally, I always think it's something handy to have. And a pad and a pen, just so you can take notes. So don't try and retain everything in your mind of what you're having in your conversations. Write it down. Be early. Being early does have its advantages because you're getting there before it gets too busy, and you're also getting the employers at their freshest. 3, at the fair, positive body language and having useful conversations. Approach with confidence and introduce yourself, make a positive comment. If you've done your preparation already, you will have some information that you're already bringing into this conversation. Approach them with confidence, don't stand in the sidelines, walk right up to them, put your hand out, introduce yourself. Positive comments, something like, oh, thanks so much for coming to our university, or it's really good to see you here today. Ask your questions. So these prepared questions, you have to think about what you say and how you say it. So what you say it should be useful context because you've already thought about it, and how you say it is just showing you've got that nice confidence to engage with them. Have the conversation with the recruiter, establish your next steps. So think about, well, what's the next thing that I need to do? Whether that's going onto their website, doing more with the application form, looking at things that they have available. Sometimes you might be asking them about one job role and they'll say, do you know what? Do you know about this one? And you think, all right, I'll have a look at that. Whatever they ask you to do or suggest for you to do, go away and do it. Ask if it's okay to connect with them on LinkedIn. Make sure you've got their name spelt correctly. Thanks and goodbye. What we sometimes hear though is from students that it can be a little bit intimidating just walking up to these recruiters that they've maybe not engaged with before. So we've had a little think about some of the questions that you could ask as conversation starters. So something like, I've had a look on your website and I've got a broad overview. I wonder if you could tell me more about the roles that you have available. I'm studying English. Have you recruited anybody previously from this degree background? What did you like about them? Ask about their career and how did they get into the industry. If you get the person talking in a positive way about things that they like and what they like about the company that they work for, that can create a really nice rapport. And other things like how have they recruited recent hires? Are there any areas of growth or decline that they can see? And is further study needed? And if so, what and where? So these are just some useful conversation starters, and please feel free to use them. And finally, what can you do after the fair to keep feeling empowered? So keep lists. So after you have spoken to all of the people that you've said that you want to speak to, keep lists of who you've spoken with and what your action points were. Make sure you get back in touch with people so they don't forget you, and connect on LinkedIn with the people that you talked with. So have your conversations, go somewhere quiet, sit down, write all your notes, make a plan and take action. So good luck. We hope to see you at one or perhaps many of our fairs, and just remember that the Career Service is always here to help you.